Alright, so in this video we'll be talking about trend line, support and resistance. Alright, so I'm going to show you how to draw some of the trend lines and how to use some of the trend lines indicators here. So right here we have a few different kind of lines that you can draw, that you can use. Alright, so I'm just going to show you a few that are most commonly used, or in fact used by me a lot. So one of it is definitely trend line, right? So right here, for example, if you just want to draw a trend line, you can just click on, for example, okay, click on this and then you just drag it to any point that you want, and you can just click again to lock it in into the position. Of course, you can change the color. So if let's say I always like to use orange, so orange is one of my main colors that I always use, so I can change it to orange. You can of course change the thickness of the line simply. Okay, and then, I mean, it's as straightforward as that, right? You can also clone, right? So of course you can create one extra one, you can just pull it, right? So you can see that this forms a channel very simply. All right, so if I were to adjust it, I mean, can't really see from the top, but yes, okay. All right, so for example, okay, so this is just drawing in terms of a channel, right? Of course, there are many ways to draw a trend line, all right, and on different time frames as well. So one tip here that I can give is always draw a trend line on a larger time frame. So for example, on a daily time frame, weekly time frame, it gives you and therefore when you want to enter a trade, you should be looking at a shorter time frame. All right, so that longer time frames trend line will form your governing lines. Okay, that's why I like to call it, right, the governing channels that you should be looking at, all the trend lines that you should be observing. Okay, next, very simply, it's horizontal line. I find this most useful. I think I've showed you just now, and this is how you actually draw kind of like your resistance and support line. So for example, let's say I can see that, hey, the candles are gathering at this point, and I want to draw a horizontal line. You don't have to draw it manually. You can just click on horizontal line and just drop it off here just by clicking it once, and you can drop it. And for example, I'd like to change it to a cyan color. I click on it, and there you go. You have a horizontal line form here, and it also indicates and show you what is the price that you are looking at. Okay, it's 19,112. So that could be a next resistance line that we will see as the chart goes up. Okay, so that is how you can actually put up your horizontal lines. Now, of course, the next one that some people will use is the vertical lines. Now, this is a bit hard, but vertical lines are more of to either you want to compare with the volume, or for example, you like to use it to check which date and time that candle is, or when the particular movement happened. So for example, let's say I want to track when did this candle movement came about. I can just click on this, and you can see that this happened at on 21st October at about 8 PM Singapore time, right? So, and this is how you actually use the trend lines to advantage, right? You don't have to draw a manual horizontal line, and struggle. Don't have to. All you need to do is actually just to use a horizontal line, click it once, and there you go, right? So you can get a support or resistance line that easy. All right, so thank you for tuning. We'll see you in the next video.